Actually, how I started doing that was back in St. Louis when I worked at a restaurant. The owner of the restaurant came over to me and said, can you speed it up a little bit? Because I was doing a lot of ballads at that time. And he said, I remember he said, can you speed it up a little bit? So I started learning jazz. I started learning these swing standards because I hadn't really sung those before. And I was more of a ballad, you know, Barry Manilow type of singer. So I got into the swing. And when I came out here, I did some pop and rock with bands. But when I got to the Desert Inn, it was all pretty much the Great American Songbook, and I did record a CD.
That's true Vegas right there.
Yeah.
Tell us about your CD. Is it still available? Can I find it anywhere?
It is available. I don't think it's available in the stores anymore, but if you go to gladmusico.com, it's www.gladmusico. It's 2 C's, so it's gladmusicco.com. And you just go in there, you click online store, and I guess you can put my name, Gayle Beverly, in the catalog, or you can go to the Charlie Schaefer area, and my CD will be available in his catalog. It's called Charlie Schaefer Presents Gayle Beverly.
Okay.
And there's about 12 songs. It ranges everywhere from Old Black Magic to Makin' Whoopee. It's a duet with Charlie, and then we've got the Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, Phantom Sweet Dreams. So I cover you know, country.
Okay.
But mainly the swing standards and the All I Ask of You from Phantom, which is the big power ballad. He's the power bassist. I'm the power ballad singer.
Well, you mentioned earlier.
Power in our house.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Too much.
You mentioned that you've done
back it off a little every once in a while.
You've done some rock stuff. You're a rock guy. Are we going to hear any collaboration here? You guys making music together? Or
you never know what happens. I would love to do that. Yeah, you never know.
Well, I can tell you right now that he has critiqued my CD, and I've never had anybody critique my CD like this. He knows where everything should be. Everything that's not there on my CD in the background, he knows exactly where it should be. And I think that he would segue into a great producer. Really.
Well, thanks for saying that.
But I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to get on your good side. It's the truth.
Yeah.
It really is. From the minute we were driving together and he heard my CD, he started, see, now that should be there, and this, and bop, bop, bop. And I was really surprised at how intelligent and talented he really is, not only because the people that he's played for, I had never heard of those people, really.
Yeah.
Being into the swing stuff, you know, and just the pop. I'd never crossed into the rock, so I didn't know who Leslie West or Pat Travers or George Lynch was, but I heard the CDs, and it's just fabulous.
That's some amazing stuff.
But I think he could also produce excellent CDs.
Well, maybe we'll see a Gunter Gayle album.
Maybe, and if not mine, definitely somebody else, you know, a rock CD, because he's definitely got the talent to do that.
Oh.
I got a tear running down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question I asked him a little bit earlier. Obviously, you guys have extremely different tastes on the musical spectrum here. What's in your CD player right now? If I steal your iPod, what's going to pop up?
Well, first of all, I don't have an iPod.
Nice.
Never have, never will.
Guilty Pleasures, Barbara Streisand and Barry Gibb.
Yes. It's an album that I'd never heard of before, and he bought it somewhere and gave it to me, and it is in my CD player. I sing to it all the time.
And we don't really have different taste. I don't like it.
It's
great.
I think it came out in about 2005, and she did this collaboration again with the Gibbs, and it's beautiful. So that's in there. And of course, I listen to my CD a lot. Not as much as I used to, but they were playing it on, I don't know if it's still in rotation on K-Jewel, but it was cuts off of the CD were on K-Jewel for a long time.
Yeah, just in case there's any local Las Vegans out there, that's 104.7.
Yes, it used to be 104.3.
It did.
Now it's 104.7. And not currently singing because I got into the background acting. I have 13 movies on my resume right now.
Okay,
Everything from Ocean's 11 to Miss Congeniality 2 to the newest one, which I guess is coming out soon, What Happens in Vegas with Cameron Diaz.
Ah, yes, yes.
So I did some work on that.
So you're going to go in the acting direction now rather than music, you think?
Well, I've been in the acting direction, but I'm itching to get back in the studio, actually, to record another CD. People are always asking, do you have something else? You're going to sing, you know, are you going to sing again? I hate to say I'm not. I'm like Gunter, when it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
Yeah, you can't kill it.
But I love being in front of the cameras, and the acting was natural segue for me. I just wish that there was more here in Las Vegas. It's very sporadic. So I do television commercials and stuff, different things like that.
I think that's kind of refreshing because you look back in the olden days, when you were an entertainer, that was it. You were an entertainer. You were a singer, dancer, actor. And so many people today are just a musician or just an actor. So it's nice to see a true entertainer.
I wish I would have started with the acting when I was living in Los Angeles instead of working in offices as a receptionist.
Yeah.
But it just never came to me. I don't know why nobody ever suggested it. It's very strange. But when I worked here in lounges, I really worked hard. It was 6 nights a week, and I was, I moved from sideman singing 2 songs a set to frontman, singing in the lounge at the Desert Inn and Westward Ho and slot tournament parties there, and I moved into the front spotlight and just got sidetracked into the acting thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna close this with you the same way I closed it with Gunter. What advice do you have for young people out there that want to get into this? And you have a whole different perspective on it because you're also an actor. If you're out there and you're 13, 14, 15 years old, what should they be thinking about if they really want to do this?
Okay. I don't know about 13, 14, and 15. I started when I was 21 professionally. I would say what Gunter would say. You have to be persistent. I don't know anybody who you just out there and you have to go for it.
Yeah.
And
don't wait till somebody finds you. Find them.
Well, nobody's going to find you.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Your phone will not ring.
You have to be singing. You have to be acting. For me, I would strongly suggest if you want to be an actor or an actress, don't waste your time sidetracking yourself with other stuff. Even if it doesn't pay well, go to the agencies, get your headshot in with the agencies and start working right away as an extra. It doesn't pay that much, but at least you'll be in front of the cameras, and you just never know. And then, because just don't be diverted by money, is what I'm trying to say, by the big green American dollar.
I thought all that too, by the way.
Cute, isn't he? Stick very focused on it, and even if it doesn't pay well, just do it because you love it. And if you don't love it, get out of it and let somebody else who loves it take your spot, because this is dog eat dog. You have to really, really want it, and you have to be really, really willing to take very little money for very long hours. Sometimes it's 12, 14 hours on the set with very little money. So I do it because I love it. I'm certainly not doing it for the money.
Yeah, trust me, I understand that one fully.
And as far as singing, I studied back in St. Louis and also in Los Angeles with a classical instructor. I studied with a guy named Seth Riggs in Los Angeles, who's very popular. And but I always had the natural singing talent.
Yeah.
The lessons helped, but it was always natural talent. Again, don't let anybody, first of all, don't let anybody tell you can't do it. You must be very focused. It's very important because there's all sorts of opinions out there. You should be something else, especially from the parents.
Yeah. Well, Gayle, Gunter, I really appreciate you sitting down with me today. Gunter, you're a lucky boy.
Absolutely. I feel very lucky.
Hang on to this one, and
hopefully
we'll see some sort of collaboration, or you guys behind somebody else or something. But I really, really appreciate you sitting down with us today. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
It's unexpected, but I appreciate it.
It's been fun.
And good luck. Break a leg.
I think we got it.
All right.